Hello there, my name is Isaiah Durant, and today I would like to present to you a modern application for the parable of the wicked vine dressers, or as the NIV states it, parable of the tenants. The parable of the tenants is found in Matthew 21:33 through 46. Now, I do not want to read the whole thing because I'm a little pressed on time, only 5 or 6 minutes, and so I don't want to read the whole thing, but the essential part of it is there are tenants there's a vineyard, and God is the guy who owns the vineyard, and the tenants are, the original tenants are the Jews. And God sends people to him, his servants, to try and get the money and the grapes. He's like trying to, get something back from them, and they kill his servants, a lot of them. Some of them they beat. These are supposed to be primarily the prophets, and eventually he sends his own son, and they say, let us kill him so we can get the money, and they kill his own son. And then what is he going to do with them? Well, he gets rid of them, or he kills them and gets new ones. Now, the new tenants are supposed to be the Gentiles, obviously. Jesus made a new covenant where it's not just the new Jews, but it is everyone. The Gentiles are included as well. My key words are humility and reverence for salvation. Now, in my application for the modern church, I really want to focus on just one primary aspect of it, even though this is a great parable that I could definitely talk for 20 or 30 minutes about, because there's so much symbolism in it and so many callbacks to the Old Testament. It's really in depth. Things like the vines, how God says, Jesus said, I am the vine, abide in the vine. The vineyard, how that is the kingdom of God. We could talk about the kingdom of God forever. The rock of offense, call back to Zechariah 3. Just so much going on. I really don't want to get bogged down in all of the different details and things that we could be talking about. The main thing I want to talk about is salvation, and how we as a modern church really need to think about how the Jews were his chosen people. In America, I think a lot of us think of ourselves as, the chosen nation, like God has picked us, he blessed us, when that's not true, because God never said he did that. We just think of ourselves as that because we're a Christian nation, we're built on Christian values. But as he says when they say, he says, you children of Abraham, that doesn't mean anything. No, he says like, and they're like, oh, we're children of Abraham. He goes, that doesn't mean anything. I can make children of Abraham from these stones, meaning that's not important. The whole point is that it's not in title. It's not what we say, who we are, who we were born to, what church we go to. It's how we act, our heart for the Lord. And God really wants us to step out in faith and show that. And that's what the Jews were lacking. They didn't show it. They had a heart for themselves. That's all they cared about. And God really wanted to transform the way they think about it. In America, we think we're so special. And I mean, most of the people I know would consider themselves Christians. If I say I love Jesus, everyone would be like, yeah, same. That's not weird. It's not bad or not cool to be a Christian. It's definitely like a normal thing that's respected. But at the same time, everyone would consider themselves a Christian. You're just a little bit more religious, what people always tell me. I'm a little bit more religious because I read my Bible every day, go to church, and don't listen to music with swearing in it, and don't swear. That's the only thing, that's what sets me apart, is being religious. But I think in our nation, we think of ourselves as this religious nation. We're all Christians. We all go to church. But God's saying, just because you call yourself a Christian or you're from a Christian nation does not mean that you are a Christian or you're saved. And he shows over and over that he will bring his wrath upon those who do evil. And in America, there's so much evil going on. Most of the pornography that is created is from America. We create all the pornography. We have all of these other things. Abortion is a horrible, terrible thing. And we create that. And so many of us are fine with that. And we're going to have to pay dividends for that. We're going to have to pay for that someday. And God is telling us, just because we consider ourselves to be Christian, this parable is to show, unless you really actually show your faith, it means nothing. Your faith is meaningless. God is calling us to be humble and have reverence for our salvation. Be thankful that we were given the chance. It was taken away from the Jews, and it was given to us, to everyone, through Jesus' amazing work of dying on the cross. So we need to have reverence for that and just be humble and follow him. Know that we're nothing and everything we have is his.